Hi guys, just going to run through tutorial 2 homework question 1. The number of items correct on a 10 item test were recorded as 5, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. Calculate the mean and the variance. So the mean, just using our formula, which is the sum of all the scores over the number of scores, summing them all up, 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 equals 42, divided by 6 equals 7. Variance, just using the formula again, so it's the sum of all the deviation scores squared divided by n. So the deviation score of 5 is -2 squared, and then the next deviation squared is 0, the next one is 0, the next one is 0. That is because they're the same as the mean, so 7 minus 7 is 0. Then 8 minus 7 is 1, that's squared, plus 8 minus 7, 1 squared, all over 6 because there's 6 scores, and that equals 6 over 6 equals 1. So the variance is 1, and the standard deviation will be 1 because the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Part B, suppose Jack scored 5 on this test. What is the z-score corresponding to his raw score? So the z-score equals his score minus mu x over sigma x. So that's x minus the mean over the standard deviation. And remember, the standard deviation is 1, which is just the square root of the variance. So it's 1 in this example, not always 1. So his score is 5 minus the mean 7 over standard deviation. That's -2 over 1 equals -2, and a z-score of -2. Part C. Sorry, wrong one. Part C. Now transform the score to the number of the errors made. What is A, B, the new mean and variance, and Jack's z-score? So our formula for linear transformation is the new score equals A plus BX. A is the addition constant, B is the multiplication constant. So if we remember from the question, it was a 10 item test. So there was 10 questions and the scores were 5, 7, 7, 8, 8. So we want to find out the number of errors made. So the number of errors made will be 10, the total number of questions, minus the number of questions right. So if you had 7 questions right, that would be 3 errors made. So 10 minus 7 equals 3. So the A here equals 10 and the B here equals -1. So you've got addition constant of 10, so you have 10 minus 1 times just the number of items you got correct. So A equals 10, B equals -1. Now the transformed mean, or the new mean, given this way we're answering the question now, how we're looking at errors made, is A plus B mu x, original mean. So it's just 10 minus 1, which is B, times the original mean, which is 7. 10 minus 7 equals 3. The new standard deviation, that will just be B squared times the old standard deviation, but B is -1, B squared is 1, so it'll be 1 times the old, I said standard deviation, I meant variance, 1 times the old variance, which was just 1. And now Jack's new score, we're using the formula for a z-score, which is just x minus the mean over standard deviation. So it'll be 5 minus 3, which is the new mean, over a standard deviation of 1. Because standard deviation is just the square root of the variance, and 1 is the square root of 1. His z-score is 2.